So welcome to Fitness Factory Online and another workout free of charge to keep you fit and to keep you sane in lockdown week 8 or something like that. It's like almost 2 months into this now. So I hope you're well and safe with your loved ones and you're not going crazy yet. Soon things will be starting to lift. But anyway, if you've got one of our bikes or another bike, today what we're going to do is hard because we're going to work at or around our functional threshold power. And if you want to work out, to calculate or to test yourself, to see where your FTP, functional threshold power, is, then you can click here and you can go through that 7-minute process that will work it out for you, help you to work it out. Now for me, I worked out last time I tested myself, having lost a bit of my fitness in quarantine, is that my FTP has come down from what it was at around 300 to around the 245 mark at the moment. So I'm going to pitch to try and stay for 50 minutes. That's 10 sets of 5 minutes each, 50 at or around an average power output of 245. I'm going to consider that as my functional threshold power. Now every 5th minute we're going to go above FTP into the red zone where we're producing lactic acid faster than we can metabolize it. So we start sort of accumulating an oxygen debt, so to speak, and then we come out of that 25 watts below FTP. So the first 3 minutes at FTP, seated, standing and seated. The 4th minute, 25 watts above functional threshold power, and the 5th minute recover 25 watts below functional threshold power. And at the end of the 50 minutes, 10 sets of 5, you should be averaging your functional threshold power, but with a rolling road sort of simulation built into it, because in the real life, there's no such thing as a perfectly flat road. Roads are always little inclines, little descents, ups and downs, you know, a little bit of wind, go around a corner, you can go in front of the pack, at times you take a turn in front of your buddies and you're having to put more effort in, and then when you're tired you can go back. It's called a chain gang. You go to the back of the group and you hide behind your buddy's wind shadow for a bit and you can recover. So we're simulating a rolling road with a little bit more effort and a little bit nice and steady and a little bit of recovery all built in. But it's hard because you're at your threshold or just above or just below your threshold for the full 50 minutes. So let's give this a go, see how it is. You know, it's not meant to be pleasant. The pain is temporary, but the pride lives forever. So you've got to suffer to be beautiful. Let's do it. Right. So this is where we begin. We're just going to do 1 minute at 50 watts. Just to show you it's all in real time. No cheating, no sneaky breaks. So we're 40 seconds into it. Should be recording now. Yep, it looks like I'm recording. Last time I did this whole ride, and this little camera here you can see it, wasn't recording. So I had this workout all to myself, the whole hour. Let's go to 100 watts, 2nd minute. Make sure you got some water because you're going to sweat buckets. A nice towel to sweat onto. It doesn't land on the nice floor you may have or your carpet. And you also don't want lots of sweat on your bike either. If you've got one of our bikes, keep it clean, please. Give it a nice old wipe down after every ride. 10 seconds. 5. Let's go up another 50 watts. Just warming up. The 3rd minute on 150. Now, if you have calculated your functional threshold power is around 150, no problem. Just stay here. to the end of the warm-up and for another 50 minutes. Functional threshold power is a personal thing. You're only ever trying to improve your own. So you're not competing against your neighbors or neighbors. You're only trying to improve yourself. But by definition, if you're on your threshold, that's a pretty painful place to stay. Okay, now the 4th minute of the warm-up coming up, and I'm gonna do it on 200. Here it comes. Excuse me. For the last minute of the warm-up, I'm going to go on my functional threshold power for 1 minute, and then we'll start the game. Doesn't really matter what cadence you're riding at, but the music I've chosen for you today is all around the 64, 65 beats per minute to keep it nice and steady. 10 seconds. Woo. 5. All right, guys, ready? Here's the final minutes of your warm-up. So whatever your FTP may be, you should now be on it. To begin with, it doesn't feel that bad. My heart rate is picking up, but for now it's quite relaxed still. Very simple. The warm-up is almost over. 20 seconds. Love you guys. Woo! 10 seconds. Are you ready? 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let the games begin. We're riding on FTP, functional threshold power. I'm going to try and hold on to 250. In. This is the first of 50 minutes. First set. Halfway through the first minute. Woo. Long way to go. I'm overshooting slightly. I'm going to come down to 250. Plus or minus 5. Ready to stand up? Our first stand. Whew. Now when you stand up, you're using more oxygen for the same power. Try not to move too much on the bike. Don't bounce too much. Save your energy. Push your feet down, 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 down. Down, down, down. That's it. Back in your seats. Functional threshold power. Woo! Are you ready for your first surge? Go. Better get ready. All right, ladies. Woo. Wait. Nice. First set coming up, first surge. Ready? 10 seconds. 5. Your first surge. 25 watts above FTP. That's it. To me, that's 275. That's it. Time. Okay guys, first recovery, 25 watts below FTP. So for me that's 225. Try and recover. Sweating hard already. One set gone. 9 sets to go. Oh my gosh! There All right, guys, ready to go again. Second set coming up. 15, 12, 10, 8, 5. Second set, back on the power. Once again. I'm aiming for 250. Now 250 on a scale of 1 to 10 feels like another second. I could do this for an hour. Are you ready to stand up? 10. Sorry. 10. 5. Ready? And your second stand. Let's go. Legs and lungs. Try not to move too much on the bike. Keep your shoulders down and your elbows nice and soft. Stay soft in your ankles. You can see it from this one. Seconds. Breathe. Legs and lungs. Twenty. 10. 5. Hang on in there. Woo! In your suit. Second set. 3rd minute. Breathe. surge number 2. 25 watts above functional threshold power. I've gone too far up. I'm aiming for 275. That's it. Woo. Wait a second. Breathe. Woo! 25 watts below. I'm aiming for 225. Recover. This is called active recovery. Recovering just enough without dropping off too far. Breathe. Let's. Ready? Back on power. In my case, that's 250. Third set. Let's go. There's heavy. Ready? Standing. Woo! Same power, same rhythm, higher heart rate, more oxygen required. Legs and lungs. Breathe. Woo. Face. Hey. Hey. And you'll see. Woo. Hold on to your power. Drink before you're thirsty. Seconds. Are you ready for your third power surge? 25 watts above FTP. 10, 5, power surge. 25 watts above. Woo. 30 seconds. Come. 5. 25 watts below FTP. Don't go down too low. Cover. And watch our third set. Woo! Breathe, recover. Breathe, recover. Keep shaking. 8. 5. Ready? 4 sets. Back on power. Thick of it now. 10. 10. Ready to stand up? Let's go. Shoulders down. Sweat, breathe, legs, lunge. Woo. That's it. 5. Now seat. Excuse me. Are you ready for power surge number 4? 25 watts above FTP. In the red. This is level 8. Level 9. 1 minute at a time. Very painful. Come on. 5. 25 watts below FTP. Come on. Woo. Come on. One more set for halfway. Woo! Are you ready? Are you ready to go again? For the 5th set. Ready? Back on power. Around your FTP. I'm still aiming for 250. Woo. Bang. Bang. If you want to dance with me, put your hands in the air. Ready? Standing. Woo!
Everybody get your hands in the air.
Really?
Everybody get your hands in the air. Everybody get your hands in the air. Everybody get your hands in the air.
Love it. Come on. Woo. Come on. 10 seconds. Back in our seats. Stay on 65. Stay on the power. One more surge to go and we're halfway there. Stay on. Breathe. Ready to surge. Ready to surge. Above FTP. I'm aiming for 275. Come on. Painful. Painful. Breathe. 30 seconds. And we're halfway there. Stay with it. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Recover. Okay, guys, here we go. Second half. Back on FTP. Sixth set. I had to do it in 2 halves. Just stopped. Second half. 10 seconds. Ready? Standing. Back in your seat. Stay on your power. Are you ready for your 6th power surge? 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 watts above your FTP. That's right. This. Too high. Pay the price later if I'm not careful. That's right. 5. That's right. 25 watts below FTP. Don't go down too low. Try and recover. Ready for the 7th set. That's right. Woo! Let's go. Are you ready for your 7 sets? Back on power.
That's right.
Standing up, number 7. Woo! Proceed. Shoulders down. I need to remind myself. Hey! Power surge, number 7. Recover! 25 watts below. I'm aiming for 225. Three more sets. Number 8 coming up. Excuse me. Seconds for set number 8. Back on the power. Hey. 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 Five. Standing. Woo. Hey. Hey. Five. Now shoot. Ready to surge? Ten seconds. Five. Surge number 8. Cover. Don't go too low. Two more sets. If you want to stay seated for the last 10 minutes, seconds for your 9th set. Number 9. Hey. Standing, number 9, or seated, same power. Hey! So painful. Hey! 7 minutes. Okay guys, recover completely. One more set. It's a 2-minute surge. Are you ready? For the last set, you're gonna have to dig deep. Okay, 10 seconds for the last set. Five. Okay guys, back on on the power for the last time. 5 minutes to finish. No recovery till the end. To finish. Three more minutes, come on. Two and a half. Here we go, guys. 2 minutes to finish. 110. 400. 90. 80. 70. 60. 1 minute. 50. 40. 8. 30. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. That's it. Woo. Keep moving. You keep moving. All right. Back on. Woo. All right, guys. So we're recording our cool down to see how quickly our heart rate comes down. Woo. That's a hard challenge, guys. Well done if you were able to keep your average FTP nice and steady all the way through. I'll show you in a moment when we're finished cooling down and stretching the display of the workout so you can see heart rate and power. But what I might do is I might just add it as a photograph to the tail end of this post, because really I don't think you want the video explaining the results of the FTP, which we sort of looked at already in the technical shorts, functional threshold power, why and how. If you haven't seen that, click here. But if you have, then you've worked out your FTP, you can see how quickly you can recover. You've seen what your average heart rate is for the various levels at 5, at 50, 100, 150, and so on. And from that, you can estimate what your FTP for this kind of challenge should be. And I guessed about right, 250. I think I can prove to you later that I was on 250 watts for 50 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's have a little stretch. Stay safe. You've got to stretch. Don't skip this bit because this protects you from injury. So the warm up and the stretch, I know they're a bit boring, but you should never skip either. So for the stretch, we begin by stretching our hamstrings, and we stand on the pedals with the feet at the same height. So in my case, I've got my right foot at 3 o'clock, my left foot at 9 o'clock. My feet are at the same height. I place my elbows on the handlebars, and I move all the way back with my bum. Then I lower my chest as far down as I can go with my hips and my back. And finally, I move both knees forwards an inch or two so I can feel the stretch moving from being behind the knee, where there is no hamstring, into the middle of the space between your knee and your bum, which is your hamstring. Change legs, come up with your chest, change feet, now the left foot in front, the right foot behind at the same height. Bum goes back beyond the back of the seat, you lower your chest, and then you move your knees forward to reposition the hamstring stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to stretch your calves. So you stand on one foot with your heel pointing towards the ground and your whole body weight stretching through your calf. If that doesn't feel enough, then you pull up on the handlebar of the seat to force yourself down further with more intensity into your calf. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Change legs, take your time, switching sides. Point your heel towards the floor. Then pick up your handlebar and seat and pull them up. And as you pull them up, that forces you further down into your stretch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And we dismount. Excuse me for sniffing. You'll know this if you're riding outside at all. There's a lot of sniffing and snorting and spitting and stuff going on. You just have to make sure that there's nobody behind you when you do that. So let's stretch now. Knees together. Standing leg, nice and soft. Your knees are together. Pushing forward with your hips. And finally, make sure that the knee of the leg upon which you're, the leg that you're stretching, that knee should be right alongside the knee of the leg that you're standing on. And then you push forward with both hips like this. As you pull back with your hands on your foot, you push forward at the same time with your hips. Come on, give me 16, tight, 15, 14, on your limit. This muscle is a big muscle, which does 90% of the work on the bike. So you've got to give it a big stretch. 7, 6, keep pushing forward with the hips. 5, 4, stand tall. 3, 2, 1. Change legs, final stretch, 48 seconds, and then you can go home. Oh, you're already home. But you can't come to the gym, I'm afraid. This is where we're at for this foreseeable future. I quite like it here. I can exercise when I want, and I get all your love and your feedback just as much as I always used to. Please, if you like this video, if you like what you see, it really helps us. If you share, subscribe to the channel, it's free, and pass the video around to your friends who might want to do it. Because we depend on your online interactions more now than we ever did on your real life, real world recommendations. Love you guys, stay safe, stay fit, stay sane. See you next time. Woo, shoo.